So my job role is pretty vast. It's supporting the wider division and the head of nursing for surgery, but also managing the critical care unit and the critical care outreach team, so the sickest patients in the hospital. I started my journey in Birmingham, where I trained to be a nurse there. I got my degree at the University of Birmingham before going to work in critical care. I then had great opportunities such as to do my masters and mentorship courses, foundations in critical care, and grew that way before moving up to Nottingham. I'm from Cheltenham originally, so I wanted to move closer to my friends and family, so when the role came up in Bath, I took the opportunity to move a bit closer to home. I think I work in critical care because I'm passionate about good quality care and still having time to put hands on a patient, and for nurses who work in critical care with one-to-one nursing, they get the opportunity to really do a good job. So the apprenticeships I've got within my areas are both clinical and non-clinical roles. So when we look at the nursing staff, we've got a model of novice to expert that we're working with to develop future leaders within the unit, not only to enable them clinically and develop their clinical skill to look after the sickest patients in the hospital, but also to develop the managerial skills and their leadership skills, and also give them a chartered qualification around management that they're going to gain by the apprenticeship by the end. What's really important about apprenticeships is that they can be for anybody, both for registered nursing staff, but also for anybody that wants to get into the NHS and grow and aspire that way. I've got a receptionist who is currently working on a business administration and customer care apprenticeship, who's growing strength to strength and has got the support with the apprenticeship around her and the ability to step back and educate and develop herself. But also clinical staff such as registered nurses who want to grow and develop both clinically but also through management and leadership. I think working within a hospital can undoubtedly be challenging at times. There are times where it's quite upsetting, there are times where it's quite emotional, but there are really happy times as well, and times where we can really celebrate success. Any member who joins an apprenticeship programme is part of a team, and we welcome that team and we support that person coming into the team. But there are times where there are educational pressures as well as day-to-day work pressures, and we're dealing with life and real people, so sometimes it is stressful and you're seeing things that you perhaps wouldn't see in a job anywhere else, but that gives you an exposure and a depth that you perhaps wouldn't get in another role. There's so many different types of jobs that we need a skill, and we need young people to come in and develop, and RUH Bath is no different. We need staff, good staff, to come in, and to be able to help them grow, we need to be able to support their learning. An apprenticeship gives you not only the funding to be able to do that, but also to steer and grow your own staff and nurture them in a way to develop them. And I think it's really important that we acknowledge apprenticeships in all work, not only clinical but in also administrative roles. What I think is really important is that when we went out to advert for a new post, Ellie applied for it, and what we saw was that apprenticeships brought a different type of person to interview, people that were hungry to learn, people that wanted to develop, and that's what we want. We want to have new, young staff that are energised and engaged and want to develop and want to learn and want to grow, and Ellie definitely brought that. Since coming into post, it's her first job. She's learning every day, and I think she loves it, and I hope she would agree with that.